Over the past year, I have spent over $100,000 on Facebook ads. I've spent this in various different industries, such as e-commerce, lead generation, online funnels, and various different styles of businesses. We did this at the national level, at the local level, and even did things like booked appointments. Through all that money spent and all of those experiences, here are 5 takeaways and 5 lessons that I learned along the way. Number 1 is going to be expectations. Figuring out what you can actually expect in terms of results from your Facebook ads. I feel like a lot of people in marketing, in Facebook ads, and any sort of paid advertisement, they have these crazy, outlandish expectations of, oh, if I spend $100 on ads, I should be able to bring in, $10,000, $20,000 in revenue. And those are just unrealistic expectations. I think it's important to understand where Facebook ads fit into your business, why they matter, and what you can actually realistically expect from them. There was somebody I was talking to that was spending $1,000 a month on Facebook ads, and that was netting them about $10,000 a month in revenue. They were talking to me, they were a little uneasy, they were like, I don't know, this, that, $1,000 is a lot. And I was like, look, you are making $10,000 from this. That is a crazy return. That's like top of the line, and it really doesn't get any better than that. Normally, if you work really hard, if you're diligent, if you test, if you set things up properly, you can probably expect a 3 to 5 times return on ad spend. So in other words, for every $1 you spend on ads, you can expect about $4 back in revenue. Obviously, this varies a little bit depending on your industry, if you're selling stuff online, if you're doing lead generation or something like that. However, this is not something where you spend $1 and you get $30 back. It's not realistic, but it can be very powerful consistently spending $1 and getting $4 back or getting $5 back. Occasionally, I've had days or weeks where some of our campaigns will hit like a 10 times return. However, that is not normal and not something that happens every single day. But the huge thing that Facebook ads provide is consistency. For example, there was an e-commerce toy company that we ran ads for, and we were able to consistently bring them about a 3.5 to a 4.5 return on ad spend every single month consistently. So this helped them to bring some consistency into their business, and also helped because they were launching new products that were risky. They knew they had other products that they were spending ads on Facebook that they could count on that revenue because it was consistently coming in. The same thing goes for lead generation. This is a phenomenal way to make sure that your sales team is staying busy. They always have new leads to work, and you don't have to wait until somebody happens to find you on Google or until it's the busy season. This will really help to bring consistency into your company and give you sales or leads that you can count on. Long story short, Facebook is a great way to bring consistency into your business and make sure that you always got stuff coming in the door. Number 2, you need to understand that you are a scientist. Your job is to test out different things, test out different creatives, different versions of copy, different funnels, different landing pages, different videos, or whatever the case may be. This is not the platform where you can throw up one picture ad or boost one post and then forget about it forever. Your job is to really figure out what's resonating with your audience, and that's gonna help improve your profitability. Just a simple picture change can change your profitability dramatically. And you can also set up to optimize for whichever videos or creatives or copy is working best. So whatever tests you're running, regardless of if that's creative or a different target audience or a different lookalike audience or whatever tests you're running, you need to be running those different tests because different things are going to convert at a different level of profitability. In the words of Alex Hormozi, paid ads are not a question of if they work or if they do not work. It is a question of how well can you make them work. And you learn how to make them work best by testing, figuring out what your audience likes, what they don't like, and what makes them buy. Even once you found a winning creative or a winning offer or something like that, you should still probably be consistently testing. Not a single ad or a single offer is going to last forever. Long story short, you're a scientist, so test different stuff. Number 3, good ads will not make you better at sales. I want to talk about this in 2 different categories: lead generation and e-commerce. In lead generation, once the leads come in, the work is not over. Those leads are absolutely useless unless they are managed properly. They need to be managed properly, followed up on, and consistently worked. Here are a few ways that we have noticed that you can increase the value of your leads. The first one is going to be speed. The company Salesforce came out with a study that concluded that if you call a lead within 5 minutes of them becoming your lead, you are 100 times more likely to move them to the next step in your sales process. So if you run an ad that says, hey, fill out this form to book a free consultation, if you call them within 5 minutes, you are 100% times more likely to get them into that free consultation. Speed is so important. If you are calling these leads 3 days later, they definitely already forgot about you and they probably found someone else to do the service anyways. Number 2, follow up. These people can either tell you one of two things, yes or screw off. I heard a saying, and I'm not saying I 100% believe in this, but it goes, if you're not getting death threats, you're not marketing enough, which there is some truth to that. There is a ton of money in the follow-up, so make sure to do it. Side note, I would highly recommend setting up automations in something like Go High Level to make sure that your leads are getting warmed and are getting worked easier. You can track them this way, and you can also set up like instant email automations so that lead stays warm. Side note, once you have a large list of maybe a couple hundred or a couple thousand leads, you can do a lot of cool things with this after you've already ran the Facebook ads. For example, you can put all of those leads on your email list and then reach out to all of them. I literally booked a client for my agency yesterday because I did this. I sent out a mass email to all my leads. I said, hey, we're having this sale, so on, and then I got a client from it. You can use that exact same strategy with your leads. Now, good ads will not make you better at sales, e-commerce edition. Once you get people to your website, you still need to convert them and convince them to buy your product. Good ads are not gonna make people want your product. There are a lot of other things that come into play. Maybe the page loads super slow. Maybe the copy on the page isn't good. Maybe they can't see it very well in the pictures. Good ads will not change the fact that the market likes or does not like your product. Good ads can help to get it in front of the right people, but if you're selling something like this water bottle for $4,000, no one's gonna buy it. A couple of ways that you can improve your landing page on your e-commerce store once somebody gets there would be compelling copy, maybe have a copywriter look over everything and have good calls to action. 2, good reviews and social proof, 5-star reviews, pictures of customers with your products, anything to kind of convince somebody that, hey, these are real people, they got real stuff, they're good, other people trust them. And also, again, quick loading. I can't tell you how many times I go on a page and it doesn't load within 20 seconds, so I'm mad and I leave and I go somewhere else. Number 4, this one is a little bit more general, but basically creatives matter. Normally, about 90% of the time, we notice that creatives that are videos work better than pictures, about 90% of the time. So if you're putting any sort of money towards ads or filming or product pictures or something like that, I would probably recommend doing video. Number 5, what to do when your ads stop working. Your Facebook ads are not going to last forever, and when they stop working, it can be frustrating. But there are a couple things that I would recommend looking at. One is going to be the frequency. On your Facebook ads, there's a tab that says frequency, which will tell you how much your ads are being shown to a certain person or a certain audience. If your frequency is 3.0 or higher, it kind of means one of two things. Either 1, you need to hit a new audience, or 2, you need to hit the same audience but in a different way. Next, if you're struggling to get your ads to work, I would encourage you to follow the exact same process that your customer will follow. In other words, go to the ad, click on the ad, go to your website, look at the product, add to cart, check out. What in that process, what in that funnel is causing resistance? Use this data to kind of point out the weak points in your funnel. Let's say, for example, you're getting a good amount of people to go to your website, but nobody really seems like they're buying. Here are a couple of questions you can be asking yourself. Is the page loading properly? Are there any errors? Is my copy good? Are my pictures good? Is the product actually a good fit? Is there something maybe on the website that's holding me back? Or maybe you have a lot of people that are adding your product to cart, but they're just not checking out. Is there something that's causing resistance? Is there some sort of error? Maybe you can send a follow-up email to these people saying, hey, I saw you abandon your cart. Here's an extra 10% off, to try to push them over the edge. These are just examples of how you can use the data that you have to make better decisions in your business. Those are some of the things that I have learned after spending $100,000 on Facebook ads. If you are looking at all of this and you're like, wow, this is a lot of work, this seems pretty crazy and I don't know if I want to deal with all this, then I have some good news for you. My team and I are currently accepting new clients at our agency, Taurify. We can take care of all of your Facebook ads for you, helping to get you leads or sell more of your stuff, so you can jump the curve and benefit from all of the experience that we have learned. You don't have to spend $100,000 on Facebook ads in order to do this. You have a lot of options out there when it comes to marketing your business. So why exactly should you consider hiring us to run your Facebook ads? I'll give you a couple reasons. The first one is obviously going to be profit. If you are working with an experienced team, your ads will generate more profit and more sales for your company. If you're starting off brand new, it's probably not realistic that you'll be able to get the same results as somebody who has experience. If you're working with a team, you can make sure that your ad spend is getting the most for its dollar. So we can get you that 4, 5, or even 6 times return on ad spend that you probably might not be able to get on your own. And every day that you're going without having an agency backing you, that's all of the money that you could be missing out on making in your business. The second one is going to be time. You are not going to have to spend all of that time managing this and figuring out what's working and what's not. As a business owner or a team leader, your time should probably be spent in managing your team and making other high-level decisions. Now, the third major benefit of hiring an agency like us is that we have insider knowledge. We kind of have a unique opportunity to get an inside look at many different businesses in many different industries. So this lets us operate as a consultant and somebody that can help offer advice and ways of improvement to your company. We can say, oh, we've had experience marketing out in California. Let's try the similar strategy for you and your local business. And we can pull from all of the experience we have working from other companies to make sure that you get the most out of your ad spend. All of this insider knowledge just helps us to make sure that we're in your corner and we can help you make the best business decisions possible. If that sounds like something that would interest you, there is a link below to book a call. During this discovery call, we'll get to know each other a little bit, learn about your business, what's going well, what's not going well, and just see if we could be a good fit for your company. Ladies and gentlemen, it was an absolute pleasure. I am honored that you chose this video to watch today. You have a ton of content to pick from. There is definitely no shortage of that. So thank you for joining, and I hope this provided you all with some value. I'll see you soon.